I screwed up. I need to get my my waders on. This is not gonna work. We got 5 inches of rain. That thing was all the way up to 5. It was over that 5-inch marker just a little bit. And that was in one night. I don't know when exactly it hit, but it hit us hard. And there was some more damage down over at the dang culvert on our driveway. So I got myself some 2-stroke gas, some bar oil, my chainsaw, my sawzall, shovel, and my waders. Yes, I said my waders. I'm gonna have to get inside the water to situate what I need to situate. This morning has already been challenging. We've been house sitting for Anthony and Rox while they're out on their cruise, and I hope that they are having a wonderful time out there. With that being said, we are bringing Wyatt to the bus stop back and forth. And with all this rain, the road washed out, plus our driveway washed out. So came up here and grabbed Biggie, and then we were able to get Wyatt down to the bus and get him off to school. So hopefully he'll be able to get up and actually get dropped off at our driveway. The water should be receding quite a bit, I'm hoping, by that time. But we'll know here real soon because I'm going on down there. So I'm gonna go grab my keys and I'll show you guys what's going on. I'm not gonna lie, when Camel City Mill reached out about sending us some work socks, I was like, socks? Really? But I figured, hey, we're on our feet all day and the boots don't exactly pamper you. So I gave them a shot. First thing I noticed, they breathe better than anything I've worn. Even after a full day in the heat, my feet weren't soggy or miserable. These socks are proudly made in the USA, North Carolina, with the merino wool blend that keeps your feet cool in the summer and warm in the winter. They've got light compression too, so your feet don't feel wrecked after a long day. They're reinforced in the heel and toe, so they actually hold up to steel toe, and they come with a 10-year warranty. No questions asked. Now look, I'm hard on socks. I usually blow through a pair in a month. So 10 years sounds kind of crazy, but I mean, they must be legit. Otherwise, they'd be out of business giving away socks left and right. They are called Camel City Mill socks. If you want to try a pair, we've got a link down in the description, and you can use our code SimpleLifeReclaimed to get 10% off. Thank you, Camel City Mills, for sponsoring today's video. We've got a lot of work ahead of us, so let's get back at it. But here we are. Literally, all of this just got redone by David. And look at this. There's some bags of concrete. This part of the road has washed out quite a bit more. Yay. Water has literally, it was coming all the way, it looks like. Because you could see the debris damage field line. It came all the way over. Debris off of the road right here. Come on over, and you can actually start to see the erosion of where it came. We've got this creek right here. That is the main creek that we seen when we were, you know, building everything, looking at it. We were not aware that there is a relief creek to this creek, and it is connected up there. You can see these bushes and everything, just how they have been pushed over. So that means that the water was just right up and over. You can see over on this side how all these bushes are completely down and over, and how this all is. This has held this part of the road really well. I want green on that, but so now we got, you know, you can just see, okay, cars here from the back to there is 45 feet. I can see water damage on the ground all the way to here. To the back of the car from here to here, just from where I'm standing, is right around, I would say, 30 feet-ish. So total of right around 75 feet, right, of water just here. And that's just from the road aspect. Now, it didn't get over right here on the road, but the road dammed it up right about 75 feet wide. And it even goes further in this way. Like, you could see there's a hill right here, but there is damage where water was sitting throughout all of this. All of this. And you can see how some of them are even bent going that way, because that's the way that the water was flowing and going. This whole thing was full. That's just this storm. Okay. We really want to add more culverts in here so that way we can get this water not to be dammed up as much and go. And I'm hoping if we put 2 more of these guys, it will make it to where it will allow it to flow evenly and good and never dam up high enough to where it goes over the road. If it dams up a little bit, it is what it is. But literally every year it washes over at least 2 times, 3 times, and it's constant. We've heard in the comments, build a bridge, it would, you know, it'd be awesome. And I'm not 100% sure what kind of bridge you guys have in your mind of like how we need to do it. You can see a lot of standing water on my road right there. That wasn't from that was just straight from the rain, right? I do need to get this ditch to go a little bit easier, either going that way, ideally, but then again, I don't want to wash out the front of my road or the driveway right there. And I'd rather it go this way to where it can get into the culvert and go, but I don't want to be putting more water that way unless I can actually deal with it. A bridge in my mind is sort of like, you know, an arc of it type thing to where we can get up and over. Now, it sounds wonderful. Don't take it offensive what I'm saying in any way like that, but you know how much money that would cost? You guys got to keep in mind, if I want to get concrete truck out here, it's got to get over it. We have trash service, it's got to get over it. These bigger vehicles, it's not just oh, let's put a wooden thing in there and say it's good, because guess what? If that thing gets stuck on my bridge, I'm liable. So I would have to go about it the correct way and make sure that code-wise and everything else, it's an actual structural bridge, okay? There's a lot of civil engineering that goes into it. Yes, I could do it most likely, but do I want to spend that kind of money and that kind of effort when we've already spent so much money just for that culvert in itself? The culvert cost us right about $2,800 just for that. The dirt work and everything else, it's $1,000 a day to rent out, say, an excavator in this area and to have it come out. So that's $3,800 just in that, plus the rock, which is $400 a load. You're talking about just $4,000 if I were to get one. Okay, I would want to get 2, so we're talking close to about $9,000 to be able to fix that versus $250,000. That's a big okay. Now there's another way that we can go about it. Concrete the whole thing. Just put concrete down it, right? Sounds like a wonderful idea. It really does. Anybody that lives in a cold climate area where there is ice, which out here, we don't get a whole lot of snow, we get a lot of ice. So, with that being said, we have this big, huge hill that we got to climb up. And if I were to concrete this thing, you're talking about a 6, I would want to concrete the whole complete sides. I would want to concrete the top. This whole side itself, it would be a concrete jungle all the way going in. It would take away the beauty of what it is. Naturally wise, it would be more like, great, we're in a city now. Like that's, we came out here in the, you know, the wilderness to be able to get away from that. The road itself is close to about, I would say 12 feet. The side bankments is another 8 feet, 8 foot. So now we're talking about 28 feet wide by 100. Putting all that in here, destroying a lot of habitat just to be able to put a huge footprint in the nature, which that is a big thing, you guys. It is. I know it. We're building a house and all that other stuff. That's one thing, right? But that's a lot. Okay. Just that alone would easily cost us close to around, I would say, just a spitball idea, it probably is closer to the 30 grand ballpark. Okay, we gotta be realistic and we gotta look at things. It is what it is. I can't, you know, I can't control that aspect. I can control this part right here. We have a lot of debris that has washed away and into everything. Of course, you know, it's springtime, so all of the foliage that has fallen and off in the fall is now starting to wash through everything, and we get debris everywhere. As well as with all the winds, there is a tree that broke off right there and fell across that is sort of damming everything up. Ideally, I would rather let that debris go down the hill and continue its way through the water system and getting out and about, and wherever it needs to get held up, it can get held up there, not over here. Because if I pick this all up and I put it up over here, the next time it gets flowing, guess what? It's gonna get stuck right there. So I'd rather not. The tree, I can't really do a whole lot. I'm gonna try to see if I can bring it out and throw it over that way and just get it off into that way. But I mean, guys, look at this. Like, all of that up on there has been nothing but debris, and I'm not gonna be able to get all of it, you know, but I'm gonna try to get the majority of whatever's in this waterway out, so that way it doesn't happen again. Tonight we're getting 7 inches of rain. We got 5 inches of rain last night. Hasn't rained for a week, and I was not expecting 5 inches. It was only calling for like 3/4, but now they're saying it's going to be about 7 inches tonight. And if that happened there, I have a feeling that this thing is going to be washed over again. So yeah, enough yakking. I need to get to work. Let's do it. I know you guys can't tell what kind of socks I have on all the time because I'm wearing pants, but I'm absolutely digging my Camel City Mill socks. They are extremely durable. They breathe. My feet sweat all the time. And for these socks, I have no sweaty foot, no sweaty boots, no sweaty any shoes or anything else like that. They are extremely dry, comfortable, stay where they need to be, and I can work all day long very comfortably. My feet definitely feel a lot more relaxed and not as stressed or beaten up at the end of the day. So it's really, really awesome, you guys. Definitely check them out because I'm loving them. That stickers in there. See? Oh, shnikes. All right, I might have screwed up. I might have screwed up coming over here. Ugh. Holy crap. Guys, look at that. It is like, holy crap. Is this hard? No. No, that's disgusting. I screwed up. I need to get my my waders on. This is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. I was trying to do without. All right, I brought them just in case, and this is holy crap. Oh, all right, awesome. All right, I got my waders on, so I won't be, you know, soaking wet. I know how deep this thing is. It's not that deep. It's still pretty deep. It's gonna be probably to my knee. I think first things first, I'm gonna try to get all that debris off of that thing. Let's see. One, I can check the current. The top. This is a deep pocket. Not so deep, but still fairly deep. Strong right there. Really good debris fill's gone. Now I gotta want to cut this guy. That guy definitely has a current in it. I'm hoping when I cut this dude, will not have it too crazy. Right here. I'm hoping it doesn't pin that up against there. Really pushing it that way. So if go in that log. Go in there, log. Go, 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 go. Yeah! Down the tube it goes. Let's see if this one will float. Go on, log. Get out of my hair. There. Here it goes. Run! And there's those two. Yeah! That was a lot better. I'm gonna try to get a lot of this little debris around in this area now. Now that I got all that out of my way, that's that should allow this water to get out a lot quicker. Shovel almost went in. That thing's got some suction. Got a good majority of it. That. Alrighty. So now I've got the roadway situated. I've got this creek situated. There isn't any more debris. There's that log, like I said, that I wanted to get rid of. There's another log that I can see back there. I might try to go grab. Yeah, I want to clean this up though. This is the next task over here. Try to see if I can pull these logs off to the side now that they're over here where I wanted them. I didn't want to really, you know, pick it up out of the water trying to pull it up and then throwing it over here on the side where, you know, they can be over here. I don't need it. I don't need it trapping the pipe or sitting where it's sitting either. So I'll try to see what I can do. Go from there. Oh. All right. Now I got that out of there. Get that be sent off. Man, it's humid today. Well, I'm pretty sure that's gonna do it for down here. It is nice and cleared out over here. There's no more debris in the way of the pipe. All this water should get out. That should allow the roadway water to calm down a little bit as well. This is already recited so much. It's insane. But we got all of what I could get out at the bottom right there. Every time I go to throw it, it just keeps coming back. It'll get out of there eventually. But, whoo, you guys. Oh, it's a warm one today. But that's all situated. I don't really want to move too many rocks over there. That's a pretty deep hole. It is what it is. I'm gonna have to come back over here and try to mess with it again, or have my good old friend come out and fix it one more time. But it is a warm one, and I am pooped. That water is going, that's for sure. I still can't believe it. We had this water run over the road again. And when we dropped off Wyatt, you couldn't see this culvert. The water was all the way up here. Not going over, but stagnant, just sitting there. So yeah, it was a lot. And by the time that we dropped them off and got back here, you were able to see just the top of the culvert just ever so slightly. So it receded pretty quick. I mean, this is only about 3 hours, and that's where it's at. About where the normal high level is where it is. So it should recede quite a bit pretty quick, I'm hoping. We're getting 7 inches tonight. We'll see what happens on the road. I don't want to go too crazy on this road because, like I said, we're having that come, and I'll be devastated if I have to do it twice back to back. So anywho, I'm gonna start wrapping this up, grabbing all my stuff, getting myself back up there. But I hope that explained a lot about the road, what we have planned, what we have in mind and everything. I really think that 3 more of those will work just fine. It's just as soon as this thing gets full, you would think that that whole thing would be like the full size coming out. It's just, it doesn't work that way, you guys. I know it seems like it would, but it restricts the flow of the water, that by the time that it gets over there, it's almost like the maximum that it will actually show it coming out is about 3/4 of a way. Unless, you know, I had that thing really steep like that, then it might be full-fledged on it. But there's a pretty good drop on that guy, and I think the max coming out of that is only about, you know, 3/4 full at the end of it. So no matter how buried that thing is, there's only so much that can come out of it, you know. So if we had 2 more, totaling 3 of those, I feel like it would keep up with this just fine. It's a big eye-opener to see what we have here versus what the county has done down the road. So anywho, I'm going to wrap this up, get my tools put away, get myself home. I got other things I got to do, but I wanted to share this with you guys. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. So until the next one, you guys, I really hope you have a good one, and we will catch you on the next one. Later.